I was tightening a loose outlet in the hallway when someone knocked on the door. Not the intercom. Knuckles. 3 short, deliberate hits. I opened it without checking the peephole, a habit my husband keeps telling me will get me into trouble one day. A woman stood there, drenched from the rain, wrapped in a thin, worn trench coat that looked older than it should have been. Her face was sharp, weather-beaten, carved by years that clearly hadn't been gentle. A faded spider tattoo crawled across the side of her hand. I was already about to say, "Sorry, not interested," assuming she was selling something, when she cleared her throat. "Lauren?" she asked, her voice rough like gravel. And then I saw her eyes, my mother's eyes, steel gray with tiny gold flecks, a shade so unusual only 2 people in our entire family had ever had them, her and me. The screwdriver slipped from my fingers and clattered loudly against the hardwood floor. "Megan?" I whispered. My sister ran away in October of 2003. She was 16. It started with a fight, the kind that shakes the entire house. My father had forbidden her from seeing a boy he called bad news. Older, rode a motorcycle, trouble wrapped in leather. She screamed that she hated us all. Then she slammed the front door so hard the windows rattled. We thought she'd cool off and be back before dinner. She never came home. My parents called hospitals, police stations, friends, even strangers who thought they might have seen her. Dad drove through neighborhoods at night searching bus stops and parking lots. My mother stopped sleeping, stopped eating. A month later, a postcard arrived. Bright sunshine, white sand, palm trees, Florida. On the back, just 6 words. "I'm okay. Don't look for me. Megan." For my father, that postcard was the end. "She made her choice," he said coldly. "We're done." He boxed up her belongings, took down every photo, rearranged her bedroom like she had never existed. Soon, no one said her name. I was 15, and I stayed quiet, because I was afraid of my father's anger, because silence was safer than choosing sides. That was the first time I betrayed her. Years passed. My parents died, Mom from cancer, Dad from a stroke 5 years later. I buried them both alone. At each funeral, I searched the crowd, half expecting Megan to appear at the edge of it. Older, maybe thinner, but unmistakably her. She never came. I got married, had a son, built a life that looked stable from the outside. But sometimes, watching my boy sleep, a thought would slip in before I could stop it. Megan could have had a child too. I always pushed it away. It was easier to believe she was gone. Gone meant closed doors, no questions, no reopening wounds. And now she was standing on my porch, alive, smelling faintly of rain, cigarettes, and the long road. "Can I come in?" she asked. I didn't move, didn't smile, didn't hug her. "Why are you here?" She looked down at her shoes. "I don't have anywhere else to go." After a long pause, I stepped aside. She walked in slowly, leaving damp footprints across the floor. Under the coat was a faded sweatshirt with frayed cuffs. She sat at my kitchen table and stared at the photo of my son taped to the fridge. "He's a good-looking kid," she said quietly. "How old?" 10. Then the question burst out of me. "Where have you been for 20 years?" She pulled a crushed pack of cigarettes from her pocket and glanced at me. I nodded. She lit one, inhaling deeply. Alaska, North Dakota, wherever there was work, until there wasn't. Then I got mixed up with the wrong people. Did some time. She exhaled slowly. "Got out last spring. Took me a while to find you." Did some time. The words hung heavy between us. "Why didn't you call? Right. Mom died waiting for you." She took another drag. "I was scared you'd slam the door in my face. Looks like I wasn't wrong." The words hit somewhere deep inside my chest. "Do you have any idea what we went through?" My voice trembled. "Mom cried herself sick. Dad—" "Your father told me never to come back," she interrupted quietly. I froze. I heard him. I came back once, about a year after I left, stood outside the door, heard him say, "Tell Lauren she doesn't have a sister anymore." So I left again. Memory stabbed through me. I remembered that night. I remembered nodding, because arguing with my father felt impossible. That was the second time I betrayed her. "I hated you," Megan said calmly, "for staying, for having a normal life. This house, that kid, everything." She didn't sound angry, just tired. "So why now?" I asked. "Money?" She crushed the cigarette into a saucer. "Money would help," she admitted, "but mostly, I just wanted to sit somewhere warm for a while." A dry laugh escaped me. 20 years, and now you want warmth? When my husband came home, he stopped cold at the sight of her. "This is my sister," I explained. Later, he pulled me into the bedroom. "Lauren, think about this. People don't disappear for 20 years without baggage." "I know." "So what's the plan?" "I don't have one." I let her sleep on the couch. Sometime after midnight, I walked into the kitchen for water and saw her sitting in the dark, staring out the window. Her shoulders looked fragile, like something in her had been broken long ago and never set properly. By morning, coffee was already brewing. She placed a mug in front of me. "Can I stay?" she asked quietly. "Just for a little while. I'll help around the house. I'll get back on my feet, I swear." I studied her face. And suddenly, I could see both versions of her, the hardened woman and the furious teenager who had slammed that door. I heard my father's voice again at my mother's graveside. "Forgive us, Megan." "No," I said softly. "You can't stay here." Her face barely moved. "Okay. I'll give you money, enough for a room, maybe a fresh start, but I can't do this overnight. I need time to forgive." She tilted her head slightly. "Forgive who? Me or yourself?" I didn't answer. I went to the bedroom and took the cash we'd been saving for a beach trip with my son, $5,000. When I handed it to her, she didn't count it. "Thank you," she said simply. "I'll pay you back." "You don't have to. Just let me know you're alive once in a while." She nodded, pulled on her coat, and left. I didn't watch her go. I wasn't ready for that kind of goodbye again. 3 months later, a small package arrived with no return address. Inside was a stuffed rabbit, clumsily sewn from pieces of an old fleece blanket, and a note, "For my nephew." I found a job working night security. I'm okay. Megan. The rabbit now sits on my son's bed. Last night he asked, "Mom, do you have a sister?" I brushed his hair back and said softly, "She was lost for a long time, but now she's been found." I didn't tell him about the nightmares that still wake him, or how I check on him twice every night now. Forgiveness doesn't arrive all at once. I forgive her for 20 years of silence, a little at a time, and slowly, even harder, I'm learning to forgive myself for the years I pretended I didn't have a sister at all. Healing is slow, like stitching a torn seam with clumsy hands, but still, I stitch.